All right, guys, we're back with another Ashes of Creation video. So today we're going to be going back to a bit more of a discussion style format. And we've had a lot of gameplay footage recently, a lot of footage from my Twitch stream, and we're going to have a lot more moving forward into the month-long test. So today's video is going to be an update on the state of testing, my overall thoughts on the success of this weekend, and what I think that means for the gaming industry moving forward. So one of the reasons I enjoy being a content creator is actually to hear everyone's opinions. And it's part of my job as a content creator to help bring our community's feedback to Intrepid. So definitely let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments below. So real quick, before we get into the video, only about 20% of viewers are subscribed at the moment. So if you want your feedback heard and you want to stay up to date with all the content pushing forward, smash that subscribe button. Also, if you want to help us grow so we can have more influence on this game, like the video, drop a comment. It really helps out with the algorithm. I'll also be streaming a lot during the month-long test, so definitely swing by and hang out with us. All right, so let's dive right into the main topic. So as of right now, I think a lot of other game developers were probably watching Ashes of Creation this weekend. And if they're not already worried, I really think they should be. When I say game developers, I do really mean all of them, not necessarily just MMO developers. Because if Ashes of Creation is successful, I think many gaming companies are going to have to change the way they develop their games and kind of restructure their values. And the reason for this is that, in my opinion, Intrepid is not just a game development studio. Intrepid is so dedicated to the community management side of things and their consumer experience that the Intrepid vision is essentially its own IP in which they're kind of selling their philosophy and culture. And they're selling that almost as much as they're selling the Ashes of Creation IP itself. So if you go ahead and do like a quick Google search, you're going to find like dozens of business articles, and they all provide proven research that shows that consumers want brands and they want companies that outspokenly align with their own values. And this is what Blizzard lost a long time ago. And that's why we're now seeing a mass exodus from their products. I mean, this open development cycle, this fantastic community management, the direct communication with the community from Steven and the team, at least in my opinion, is gonna force other companies to follow suit, or they're gonna be left behind. And also, like, I don't want to come across as a white knight, but I am gonna be honest with you guys. I'm going to do everything in my power to help make this game successful, and it's for the exact reasons I just talked about. I think the success of this game means a lot for all of us gamers in general. And when I do see something that I do not really like, I am going to be vocal about it. And if an Intrepid ever breaks their philosophy, the philosophy that they basically sold me on, I am going to raise an absolute shitstorm. I mean, like, hell hath no fury like a gamer scorned. Now, I do want to give a quick overview of how this NDA drop went, just for those of you who weren't necessarily following it super closely this weekend. Because if you were following it closely, you probably already know that the response was overwhelmingly positive. But however, if you watch some of my previous alpha update videos, you will know that I was very concerned about this weekend. I mean, until just before the NDA drop, we were having like all kinds of server issues. They only like just fixed the rubber banding and the AI controller like last week. And then literally like 2 days before the launch, we were seeing sieges crashing like every half hour. Some of them even crashed like 5 to 10 minutes into the siege. So I really spent a lot of time in those videos kind of trying to set expectations and make sure people were aware of what might actually happen this weekend. So then when we first logged in, the server that we always play on, which is Lineth, was having some pretty major issues. No one could log in. And to be honest, when that happened, like I was streaming, but my heart completely dropped. Like I tried to keep things positive, but I was like, oh no, are all the servers going to start having issues soon? Oh man, like things were going through my mind while I was like trying to stream and stay upbeat and positive. And pretty quickly though, they brought up another server for us, and then after that, I don't think there was really any major server issues. I heard there was like one crash on Norland that came with a minor rollback. I think we might have had the same, and then we did have 2 hours of downtime while they put in an update, which actually fixed a lot of the broken quests and stuff. So I would say I was honestly expecting that we are only going to have the servers up for part of this weekend, and as I said, other than that 2 hour reset and a couple of hiccups, we pretty much just had persistent servers. And we actually just got a testing schedule update as I was recording this video. So I will post the new dates in the description below. However, it seems as though we are not going to have a full month-long test, at least not what we were expecting. Earlier at one point, Steven had told us that the month-long test would be persistent other than a day or two where they would take it down sometime during the week. Right now, these dates are looking like you'd never have it up for more than like 3 or 4 days. So this is a little bit interesting. And they've also said that we can expect wipes in between any major patches. So basically, anytime they take it down, we're going to get character wipes. So this is a little upsetting, to be honest. I was kind of looking forward to having a full-on persistent test where, you know, our level and our gear mattered for the siege testing and stuff like that, as opposed to just getting in, playing the game, doing the same stuff, and then, you know, at a certain point, towards the end of the test, everyone gets leveled up and does siege testing. And so I'm not sure why this is the case. I don't really know what's happening here. But I'm guessing they're trying to get more data together to try and link everything into a persistent test. They've still said we're not going to get a huge amount, if any, new content. It'll be mostly focused on bug testing. So with how stable servers were this weekend and how well the game was running, especially without client-side optimization, I still have really high hopes for this game. I mean, we were able to get 120 people, actually like over 120 people in fighting the hidden fire dragon. We also were able to get 200 on 100 sieges. And at the end of one of those, or at the end of the last one, Steven even summoned thousands of bears, and the server handled it all really well. So even with the change to this testing schedule, I wouldn't be too worried. I think they're going to be really focused on optimizing things, fixing all the little bugs like falling through the server and getting flung all over the place and stuff like that, so that they have a really solid base. You know, they have a really, really good base game to add the content in on, and then we'll start to see things really push forward. And I still think that a lot of other game companies are going to be worried. They have some major competition here. And I think the competition's success, I mean, when I say the competition, I mean Intrepid. I think their success is really going to shake up this industry. But that's kind of my opinion on the subject. But definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next one.